Now, this is 8 minutes. This is 8 minutes of wellness and nutrition. I'm going to try to get through this slide in 8 minutes. I'll put it up. Like it said, this is just for information purpose. This doesn't replace advice from a medical professional or your doctor. Now, the first thing you need to know about health and wellness is all this starts with nutrition first. Now, muscle mass and strength. Muscle mass is like your retirement fund. Once you hit 50, it becomes more difficult for you to build more muscle. So these are some actionable steps. Try to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Now, these are some prevention. This will reduce the risk of sarcopenia, which is an age-related muscle loss, which if you ever see old people that are frail and very weak, it's very rarely you see someone in their 70s or 80s that's still physically or muscular. As we get older, people tend to just have a lot less energy, and therefore they prioritize less exercise. Now, this is the consequences. Without muscle mass, by up to 8%, we lose 80% of our muscle mass by age of 30. So after the age of 35, you're losing muscle rapidly. So if you're past the age of 35 or gone 40, you need to take this seriously and just treat it as a retirement fund. Go to the gym every single day or 3 to 4 times a week, lifting something heavy, getting in your protein will pay dividends once you get older. Now, a study done by the National Institute of Aging found that regular strength training can reverse muscle mass loss by 50%. Now, gut health and weight management. Try to add fermented food like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, Greek yogurt. Now, just going to read what I have here. Gut health and weight management are intertwined, and an healthy gut can lead to feeling depressed, make you feel depressed, hold you back from losing weight, just as well as a structured financial plan promotes stability. Now, nurturing your gut health with balance-based nutrition can boost your mood, can make you feel less depressed, can help with effective weight management. Prioritize gut health is essential for both mental and overall being. So treat your gut health like you would a financial plan, because it's linked to how you feel. If you feel depressed, if you feel great, if you feel bad, if you feel bloated, or if you feel sad about it. It is estimated that 300,000 people in Ireland have osteoporosis, with only 90% with osteoporosis being diagnosed. These are some actionable steps. Make sure you get at least 120 grams of calcium and 800 IU of vitamin D every day. This will also help you prevent from getting osteoporosis, especially with post-menopausal women. Working for fat loss. Working is like an investment in your health and with minimum effort. My recommendation will be aim for 5 to 10,000 steps daily. Just 7 to 8 minutes of walk a week can give you an extra 2 years to your life. 30 minutes walk daily can reduce your depression by 36%, while 60 minutes can have your obesity, cut your obesity risk. Just a small consistent investment lead to a wealth over time. Regular walking can yield significant return in health and well-being. Sleep and wellness. Sleep deficiency is linked to many chronic health and problems, including heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, obesity, and depression. Actionable steps. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours sleep per night for optimum health. Sleep will help regulate your hunger hormones and also prevent you from getting extra weight. Inflammation and aging. Inflammation in your body is like a silent debt in your finance. It's built up quietly from the inside out. Just as omega-rich food like salmon, sardine help reduce eating damage, smart financial plans and habits can keep your wealth healthy. Preventing silent costs from eroding the future. Actionable steps. Aim for incorporating anti-inflammatory food like leafy greens, berries, fatted fish into your diet. I've also made a video about anti-inflammatory drink and food you should be adding to your diet every week. This will also prevent you from any chronic diseases like arthritis or heart disease. A vegan and vegetarian diet. Vegan and vegetarian is like a lean investment portfolio. When balanced well, it provides sustainable long-term health gain. But if you skip any essential nutrient, just as you neglect diversifying your investment, you might face eating deficiencies that can limit your growth and resilience. The vegan diet and vegetarian diet is not for everyone. I believe only certain blood type can do it. It's just people will try to argue otherwise and say, "Oh, you're just doing it wrong. You need to do this and that." The fact that you've got to take so many vitamins, so many to supplement the diet is one of the reasons why I give up the diet anyway. The vegetarian diet is much more manageable long term. If you're on a vegan diet or a vegetarian diet, you could drastically, let's say you're on medication, you could reduce the risk. You could reduce your medication by 80 to 95% if you go on this diet. So if you're going to go on this diet, it's great for weight loss. My recommendation is if you're going to go on the vegan diet, you can try it for 3 to 4 months. After 3 to 4 months, I would just get off it, go back on the regular diet, a more balanced diet, and wait another 7 to 10, 12 months, try it again. Because they're great, your body do get some sort of benefits when you go on this kind of diet. Just that the only cons to it is you might start to lose some hair on the vegan diet. I would lean towards more the vegetarian diet, provided you're getting eggs and it's the vegetarian diet that still allows you to eat a lot of quality protein like animal protein. Strength training. Strength training is like building your financial capital. The more you invest in it, the stronger and resilient your foundation becomes. Just as lifting weights gradually build up muscle, consistent financial contribution creates a sturdy foundation that can support you throughout your life and these challenges. Actionable steps. Try to incorporate strength training 2 to 3 times a week. This will preserve muscle mass. This will reduce the risk of sarcopenia and age-related muscle loss. Carnivore diet and metabolic flexibility. The carnivore diet is great. It's an all-in high-risk investment. It focuses on potentially powerful but demanding metabolic flexibility to thrive. Just as adapting to a single ingredient high protein diet can push your metabolic to burn more, a bold financial strategy can yield gains, but only if you're prepared to adapt when the market changes. So, my recommendation, some people have lost extreme weight on the carnivore diet. They've cured autoimmune issue on the carnivore diet. But what then happens is a lot of people stay on the diet past the time they should have gotten off it. Maybe you can only do the diet for 3 or 4 years and then you have to get off it. Also, to be quite frank, overconsumption of red meat can also contribute to other health factors as well. So my recommendation is once you gain the results, try to add stuff back in. If you get inflammation, so for some people it could be anything. Our bodies are different. It's not a one size fits all. That's why I would never recommend a specific diet. Or you need to do this. For some people, they might thrive on the vegan diet. Other people might thrive on the vegetarian diet. Other people might try the carnivore diet. It's not a one size fits all. So once you've gotten the results you want from it, then maybe try to incorporate stuff back into it. If you get an inflammation, remove the particular ingredient. If you don't get an inflammation, then continue until you go back to a more balanced diet. Weight loss transformation. Now, start tracking your daily calorie intake. I wouldn't even recommend tracking your calories, but if you focus on single ingredient food like fish, meat, eggs, vegetables, fruit, raw milk, animal products, these are food that you can eat that are much more manageable and make it harder for you to gain weight. A weight loss transformation are like a long-term investment. Most people want a quick result within 30 days or 2 days or 1 week. Now the journey may start with small, consistent changes, but over time, these efforts will pay off. Think of it as just as like if you put money towards an investment, it will compound over time. Just as disciplined saving can transform your financial health, dedication to your goals transform your body and mind. So you need to think weight loss as a long-term thing. Some people lose weight and they gain the weight back. They go on a yo-yo diet. So what you need to do is see this as a long-term investment, not something you're going to do for 30 days, 6 months, and then you're back to where you started. Supplements are like investment boosts in your portfolio. Think of them as a boost to what you already have. Supplements are there as an additional, so you should always get your nutrients or just your nutrient from main real food first, and then supplement with it. Just like some people say, oh, protein shake or whey protein is the way to go. My take is, why not just get your protein from the real single ingredient food first, and then if you need to supplement with whey protein because you're traveling, you're on the go, then supplement. I would recommend incorporate targeted supplements such as probiotic, omega-3 fatty acid, vitamin like vitamin D and C, minerals such as magnesium and zinc, based on individual health needs and dietary. Now, taking supplement can help prevent nutrient deficiency, but then if you want to get a super supplement, I recommend CMOS. CMOS has about give and take 100 to 110 minerals. I could be wrong, but I believe our body needs 100 minerals to function. So CMOS is also another alternative. Probiotic and gut health. Probiotic for gut health are like diversifying your portfolio investments. Just as a balanced diet, a balanced microbe strengthens your digestion, immunity. A well-rounded portfolio supports your financial resilience. Both requires nurturing the right culture and to ensure stability and growth, laying the solid foundation for long-term wellness. These are actionable steps. Take probiotic daily if you can. Improve supplements your gut microbiome. This will help you prevent bloating, digestive issue, and also weight gain. Hydration. Aim for 2 liters of water on a daily basis. This will help you stay hydrated and help prevent fatigue, headache, overeating. Sometimes when you get chronic headache, perhaps you're not drinking enough water. That could be one reason you're not drinking enough water. Think about hydration as cash flow to your finance. Anybody needs cash flow to survive. So without hydration, your body slows down and doesn't run efficiently. So steady cash flow or steady hydration make sure your health and flexibility. If you neglect either one of them, you break down, something happens to your body. Hormonal changes. You balance your diet with healthy fat and phytoestrogen or provides the right to manage your hormonal changes. This will help prevent weight gain and mood and swings during menopause and andropause. There's even been studies that's been done that a lot of women in the age of 40, 50 end up divorced because that's when the hormones changes and they don't know how to manage their hormones. Stress management. You need to practice reducing stress activities. Make sure you're doing meditation or yoga for at least 15 minutes a day. This will help you reduce your cortisol level and prevent stress-related weight gain. Stress is like maintaining a balanced budget. If you overstress, you risk a lot of stuff. Stress has been linked to strokes, been linked to obesity. It's been linked to everything. I recommend you prioritize mental stress, which means your mental break rather, physical break, emotional break, an health break. These are all essentials. If you ignore this, you see a lot of people are just on a go, 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 and then boom, they shut down. It's the stress. Fiber intake. Just make sure you get enough fiber, rich food like vegetables, beans, whole grain, yogurt. This will help you prevent digestive issues and help you with your weight management. Healthy fats. Try to incorporate like omega-3 street food like salmon, walnut, sardine, flaxseed to improve your health. This will reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and chronic inflammation. Weight loss drugs. Weight loss drugs are like Irish financial shortcuts. They'll promise you also the result, but then the consequences are very severe. Always consult a health practitioner before considering taking weight loss drugs. Proper guidance can prevent adverse side effects and health risk. So if you are going to use Ozempic, I recommend incorporating exercise and create balanced diet and nutrition to mitigate the risk if you need to go on them. And there's been studies that actually some women were getting pregnant on Ozempic, and allegedly, because I've seen some videos on TikTok, it's because the extra estrogen that get stored, to get added to your body. Preventing age-related belly fat. My actionable steps are combining regular exercise and balanced diet to tackle visceral fat reduction. This will help with fat accumulation and increasing heart disease risk. If you think of preventing age-related fat, like maintaining your LT saving account, just as regular contribution and mindful spending keep your financial in check. Consistent exercise and balanced nutrition can prevent unwanted weight gain. Sarcopenia. Now, there's a picture here of what happens to our muscles as we get older. You can see a 35-year-old, a 55-year-old, and an 85-year-old. Now, the 35-year-old look like a Now, the 35-year-old look like a lean steak. Actionable steps. Try to do resistance training maybe 3 to 4 times a week and consume 1.2 to 1.5 kilogram body weight. So if you weigh 70 kilograms, maybe get 70 grams in a day. If you weigh 100 grams, maybe get 100. If you weigh 100 kilo, we are trying to get 100 grams protein a day. This will help prevent sarcopenia, which can lead to weakness and decreased mobility, blood sugar and insulin. Just cut out the refined carbs and increase your fiber intake to stabilize the blood sugar. This will help prevent insulin resistant and type 2 diabetes. Chronic disease prevention. Your best chance of reducing chronic disease prevention would be adopt a balanced diet, like rich in fruit and vegetables, lean protein and healthy fats. This will reduce the risk of chronic disease such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Healthy fat and omega-3. Try to include food like flaxseed, chia seed, oily fish in your diet and boost your omega-3 intake. This will reduce the inflammation you get and support your brain and health. Healthy fat like omega-3 from fatty fish such as salmon and sardine are like strategic investment in your health portfolio. Just think of this as something that you need to do long term. Mental health and nutrition are like your intertwined strand of well-connected financial strategy. Just as a balanced diet requires a diverse investment to thrive, nourishing your mind with the right nutrients to support your emotional well-being. Actionable steps. Consume brain-boosting food like blueberries, dark chocolate, fatty grilled fish to support your cognitive health prevention. This would help prevent cognitive decline and mental health issues like depression. Exercise and fat loss. Actionable steps. I would incorporate training 2 to 3 times a week to preserve your muscle mass, and this will reduce the risk of sarcopenia, which is muscle loss. Calcium and vitamin D. My recommendation, take daily supplement for calcium and vitamin D, or ensure you're getting enough dietary intake to meet your recommended levels. This will prevent osteoporosis and maintain bone density. because as we get older, we lose bone density. You can combat that with also with weightlifting, especially in post-menopausal women. Weight loss strategy. The best bet is to create a sustainable calorie deficit of 500 calories per day, gradual for weight loss. So let's say you're having 2,500 calories a day, you can bring your calories down to 2,000. If you're having 2,000, bring it to 1,500 a day. And that's the more strategic, more sustainable long term. Now this will prevent you from regaining any weight you've lost. Now without a system, without a proper plan, 80% of people regain the weight they lost within a year. So if all the hard work you've done, you undo that work. Now, what happens when you quit sugar? I recently made a video about what happens when you quit sugar. You can watch the video somewhere in the link. I'll leave a link somewhere here in the video. As you can see from these two faces, what the face looks like when they quit sugar. You gradually reduce your sugar intake. You can replace sugary snacks with a whole food like fruit, nuts, vegetables to avoid sugary drinks. Quitting sugar can prevent insulin resistance, reduce inflammation, and lower the risk of obesity, type 2, and cardiovascular disease. Now, cardiovascular health actionable. Reduce saturated fat, include intake of healthy fat like omega-3. This will prevent high cholesterol and cardiovascular disease. If you think of cardiovascular health like maintaining a well-balanced investment portfolio, just as diversifying your assets checks against market volatility, nurturing your health through a balanced diet, regular exercise, and stress management. Fasting. Actionable steps. Begin with intermittent fasting protocols such as doing to 16 to 18 method, and gradually increase the fasting period to adapt your body to the new eating schedule. So what I would do, if you need intermittent fasting, I would start with just skipping one meal a week just to get used to it, and then you can start with a 12-hour fast, then move to 16-hour fast, then the optimum is 17 hours to 18-hour fast, and each meal within 4 hours period. Now fasting is like a financial detox for your body. This allows your body to clear out clutter. If you do a 72 hours or 3-day fast, this will clean and purge any dead or diseased cell that would be cancerous. So think of fasting as a garbage man. Real food versus fake food. Real food is like a solid investment in your health. This provides you with essential nutrients and benefits. They pay off over time, in contrast to fake food. Actionable steps. Focus on incorporating whole food like fruit, vegetables, nuts, seed into your diet, while minimizing processed food like high additive and preservative. If you eat more real food, this can help you prevent your risk of obesity, diabetes, and other chronic health issues, which is linked with high processed food. Real food is like a foundation to a strong financial plan. Just as a whole, nutrient-dense food can fill your body with energy and vitamins it's needed for your body to thrive. I would prioritize fresh, whole ingredients like fruit, vegetables, whole grain, lean protein, and healthy fats in your meals. This helps prevent nutrient deficiencies in your body and supports your overall health, including maintaining a healthy weight and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. So when you switch to real food, you avoid getting a lot of deficiencies. Some people have like ramen noodles, which is like empty calories. They have takeaways, which a lot of them are empty calories. If you focus on real food, your body will get the nutrients that it needs. And especially if if you're working long shift and you're eating takeaway, where you see guys in blue collar workers, construction workers eat junk food, you are doing 18, 16-hour shift, like back-breaking work. You need to be eating uncooked meal. If you ever watch professional boxers that have nutritionists, they have someone that cook for them, because nutrition is key. If you're like say a fighter, for example, you can't afford to just be eating any kind of crappy food, takeaway, Subways or McDonald's. You need a proper nutrition or cook that will cook for you. Fake food is a very deceptive investment. that promise a quick return or quick get-rich scheme, but ultimately undermines your health. Now, limit your consumption of ultra-processed food, such as sugary snacks, fast food, packed meal, which often contain artificial ingredients and preservative. Reducing the amount of fake food you take in will prevent obesity, insulin resistance, and other metabolic disorders associated with poor dietary health. A blues diet. Blues diet is the people that live in a region that they centenarians, they live from 95 to 100, maybe 101, and it's built on core principles of fruit, dairy, protein, vegetables, grain. They eat a lot of legumes. Beans is also good. I would say we lean toward more of a plant-rich based in fruit, vegetables, legumes, whole grain, nuts, while minimizing meat and processed food. This approach will help you reduce chronic disease such as heart disease, diabetes, certain cancers, contributing to longer health and overall better health in general. And our conclusion and practical tips that you can do: implement small steps, consistent change in your diet, exercise regularly. If you exercise regularly every day, for every hour you exercise, you add an extra 3 hours to your life. So exercise every day is very important. Now, inconsistent effort may often result in poor health and outcome and increase the risk of diseases. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below.